It's week 2 of the NFL, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Saints and the Panthers on Monday night.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's the first of 2 here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first of 2 on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Here we go, set.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well. And I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process. And that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
On play action, Young. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a lot.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now Young. It's caught by Sanders. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You look at the Saints defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2.
They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. To the sideline and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. Now Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down, able to slip across the 35. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. It's Young off play action. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Kyle Van Noy, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Young working out of the gun. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 4 catches, 67 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. 1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good, strong run by Williams. And who had him eclipsing the great Barry Sanders in 2022? He set a new Lions franchise record.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Ready.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And Young's throw there incomplete. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken around the 12. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Carr now to throw. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. There again is Thomas. They go into him a lot. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Carr to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Williams will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding. For him. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Young. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young. Again, that's Hurst. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hurst makes the catch, a welcome sight to the Panthers, who believe there's still growth in the 6-year tight end. Over 50 catches last season, hoping he is the field-moving tight end Carolina hasn't had since Greg Olson's prime.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0, our score.
Okay.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
Check right. Black swap.
Young to throw it. Sanders has it over the middle. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Carr now on first down. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and a yard. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a solid first half from the veteran running back, Jamal Williams. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On third down, here's Williams. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
Come on, set.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Sanders shaking and baking, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Run, 10. Come on, 38.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
In motion right is Mingo. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. Still going.
Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a... up to the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, it's Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Play action. Now it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Carr to throw again.
Going right back to Michael Thomas.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And we'll be about a 4 yards shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kyle Van Noy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Is caught, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And a catch by the number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Kyle Van Noy make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Young now. DeSantis has got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Shotgun now for Carr. Thomas brings it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They give it to Williams, running right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing his Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Now Carr. Touchdown! Chris Olave, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So now Young and the Panthers
Down by 5, less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Young. Into the hands of Sanders.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Young.
And he floated one out there incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Young.
And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Young to throw.
And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Young. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Yellow, Lonnie, switch, yellow.
Young to throw.
Again, that's Hurst.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Carr to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get in the field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This to put it into a wild Monday night. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Ready.
One last shot for Young. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. they might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.